Your cat is on your lap, and they're doing the thing. The slow, rhythmic, trance-like pressing. Left paw, right paw, eyes half closed, a little dazed, completely committed. Maybe they're purring, maybe they're drooling slightly, which, respect, honestly. And you're sitting there wondering, what is happening right now? Is this a massage, a protest, some kind of cat ritual I don't know about? It's none of those things. And it's also kind of all of them. Here's what's actually going on. If you love your cat and you're mildly confused by them on a daily basis, you're in the right place. Okay, first thing, kneading is ancient. When cats are tiny, we're talking days old. They knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk. Press, press, press. The milk comes, the kitten survives, that rhythm gets wired in deep. It's one of the first things a cat ever does, one of the first things that ever worked for them. So when your cat needs you as an adult, they're not being a baby. They're pulling on something very, very old. A feeling that goes, I am warm, I am fed, I am safe, everything is okay. And here's the part that gets me. You are the thing that triggers it. Cats don't need things that stress them out. They don't need strangers, surfaces they're unsure about, or people they're still making up their mind about. Needing is comfort. And you have become so associated with comfort, with safety, with everything good, that being near you pulls that feeling right back up. Your lap feels like the safest place they know, so their paws just go. You're not just a person to them. You're home, in a very literal, paw-shaped way. There's one more layer to this, and it's a good one. Cats have scent glands in their paw pads. Every time they knead, they're leaving a tiny trace of their scent behind. On you, on your clothes, on your lap, they're marking you, quietly, without making a big deal of it, which, in cat, is the equivalent of putting your name on something in a shared fridge. Except what they're labeling is you, and the message is, mine. Not mine like property, mine like family, mine like the person I chose. So what do you do with this information? Mostly, just let them. I know the claws can be a whole thing. Keep them trimmed, throw a blanket on your lap if you need to, or gently move their paws without making it a thing. But please don't shoo them off. Don't make a noise or pull away suddenly. It breaks the moment and they genuinely don't understand what they did wrong. If your cat is needing you, something in them has decided, this is my safe place. This is where I go when everything feels okay. The least we can do is sit still for a bit. So next time you've got a cat on your lap doing the slow, slightly hypnotic biscuit thing, that's not random. That's not weird. That's your cat reaching back to the oldest feeling they have, warm, safe, and fed, and finding it in you, which is, honestly, one of the nicest things any creature can do. Stick around. My cat has more explaining to do, and so do I.